41, and welcome back to Play and Talk, where I have to get used to get used to the controllers for the Xbox because I've been playing on the Switch. So bear with me while I try to try to get used to B and A being switched places and stuff.
Yeah, that could always be a while. I find that that's always the biggest trick thing whenever I play even games in the same series, but where the controls get mixed up, because usually I have to now force myself to relearn the controls I was using.
Same.
I find Fallout 3 in New Vegas isn't bad because the controls are pretty much the same in both. But like when I was trying to play old Splinter Cell games with Conviction and Blacklist, it was entirely different controls.
It's easy to get from game to game when it's on the same system, but when I play say Animal Crossing on the Switch and then back to this, again, big issue is trying to learn that A is at the bottom and not B. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, there is a shit ton to talk about. Let's start with the most recent. You know the Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning?
Welcome back.
I think, I heard of him. He committed suicide.
No, Kingdom of Amalur.
Successful. Now it's your time to shine.
Oh,
you said it, brother.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a streamer though that happened. What happened?
Good luck down there.
Oh, re-release. It looks like there's gonna be a remastered version called The Reckoning.
Oh. I guess I heard Reckoning because I heard it.
Okay, pilots, the harvest
So
is
that's
up
why
and
it came to
running.
mind.
Defend it from the remnant fleet.
Yeah, I
Keep
played the game a little bit myself.
You got this.
I think my brother has, but
Hell
damn,
yeah, they do.
I'm actually kind of surprised that it's received a
Okay, here they
remaster.
come.
A remaster?
You got this.
Yeah, I think it's a remaster. That's as far
I
as
kind of always feel weird when it comes to remasters because I find myself mostly preferring that the games that get them usually are for games that are hard to come by though, or at least play with modern hardware. Like for instance, when Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary came out, I thought that was very appropriate because Halo Combat Evolved was something that was kind of hard to find copies for, at least for consoles, so it made sense. And in the case of Halo 2, it couldn't be played on the Xbox, so it was just kind of like hey, it would be nice if we could actually hold these things, if we could actually play this game on the Xbox One. Whereas, at least for the game we were showing currently, I'm not sure what the availability on that was, but I imagine maybe it wasn't super big. Whereas when it comes to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, I'm kind of weird on that because those games are readily accessible to play on modern hardware.
yeah.
So it's kind of just unless it's given mod support, then sure, I would be more than happy to buy it, but I don't really know if it's going to be those games when the originals are right there to purchase.
Team, harvester shields are dropping. Focus up, team. Take out whatever's damaging it.
Yeah, you all probably heard about all the allegations left and right. Most including Chris Apple. I was pretty devastated when I found out about from him when he apologized to some of the people that he hurt.
But they weren't
Yeah.
something akin to "I'm sorry you felt that way," which is always look, if you're gonna apologize, never say "I'm sorry you felt that way," because then you're not really
Guys, we just
apologizing.
lost a pilot out there. You gotta be more careful.
Yeah. I mean, it's compared to these guys, to people like Chris Apple, I feel like a saint. You know what I mean?
No, I would say every Canadian who's plays on Twitter, he was way worse. He actually played to win during his time at Ubisoft.
I'm sorry. Compared to these guys, yeah, I know it's and there's Angry Joe. Who's also a bit of a sex pet, and he has pilot charges.
It doesn't surprise me that he did though, but I wonder if it's just because I'm kind of just willing to believe that he could just be a shitty person regardless.
Right.
So I kind of wonder how much of that is just
Focus
based
up,
on,
team.
yeah, he totally
Take
would
out whatever's
though.
damaging
But
it.
then again, even before the allegations, usually for people who formerly worked with him, usually was like a, yeah, he's kind of an asshole man-child who you should really never try to take seriously or work with.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why, like, people like Joe Vargas and a lot of these other
Well,
people
you
who do
can't
this
do any
whole
better
I
than
create
that.
characters
Like,
thing.
literally.
It's just that
The
usually when
harvester
someone
didn't
says
take on
that,
any
oh,
damage
this is
at
a
all.
character I'm making,
Amazing
I'm just
work.
incredibly
All right,
suspicious
party time.
to where my
So
immediate
tighten it
reaction
ready.
is this really
Here
a
we
character
go.
or is this really
Stand by for
just who you are?
Titanfall.
Like, I recall from when Boogie said that on
Nice
Twitter, I think it was
workout
like a
there.
year ago or 2
Here are
years
some
ago.
credits.
No,
Use
actually, I
them
think
to
it
build up
was
some
a year ago,
defenses.
where
Make yourself
he
a
was
little
saying
more
like how
badass.
the Boogie persona is more who he tries to be, whereas Francis is more he actually is. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of is the sum up of a lot of these character-based things in general. They're not really so much actual artistic expressions, in so much as they're just really, just essentially the real person that you're seeing. If at worst, or at best, maybe, in your defense, a slight exaggeration, but a slight exaggeration of a real person.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the victims, for the people that these men, and they're pretty much men that they've harmed.
Certainly. I mean, yeah.
I'm also sorry by
There's a new wave
first
dropping in.
Avalon,
So
most
keep your heads
of
up.
all, because
I already
Of
said
course,
that,
because
Davis.
he at least made 2 games that you really liked, though.
Kotar 2,
Chicks incoming.
Kotar 2, and Fall of New Vegas. At least with Fall of New Vegas, only like his basic contribution to these games are the DLC, or 3 of the DLCs: Dead Money, Overviews, and Ocean Road.
But I don't want to be on that thing as like a response to stuff like this, which I really don't like, because then it carries the implication that if their art was indeed really good, that it would have been worth it. And I'm not in the thing of these person again, to each their own, who's like a sort of, I can't really play those previous games just knowing that. Because again though, like, he wasn't the only person who worked on it, so hence why it doesn't, I could play duplicates even with those other things though, because I just understand, yeah, like obviously with that, not all of them are going to be good people, some of them even terrible people.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, of course, that's what round these people out, because the game industry irreplaceable genius, the person who's so smart and so vital to the project that he just cannot be removed, or it will suffer too much. We really gotta remove that.
Yep.
I honestly say mainly he, because quite frankly, this is a stereotype primarily amongst men.
Right.
Because they often want to believe this whole, like, oh man, men build the world, women get a great deal building it as well.
Like X-rays, computering with Anna Love.
So again, it's usually because these people really want to believe in this whole, like, irreplaceable genius thing. This is why, like, always when I see Metal Key and D-Series House, where I do like it, but there's always that sort of feeling that's like a, yeah, but I still don't like how it does have the whole asshole genius thing and responds with it in the sort of affirmative sense. So it's always that thing where I like a show even if I don't really like it.
And speaking of allocations, like, there were, like, really bad allocations against one of the co-founders of EVO. If I heard right, pedophilia.
Give me some cover.
And speaking of pedophilia, I had to unsubscribe from Cryotic because he meant to have having a bit of an online relationship with an underage fan, underage girl.
I've heard that the Smash community has also been having some of that as well.
It's really weird when the Smash community, when it's made by Nintendo, has these kind of people just like.
It's unfortunately just a reality that wherever there's children, it's why it often is very questionable to have kids involved in those spaces to begin with, because no matter how hard you try, it seems like these predators find a way to sneak in.
Yeah.
Especially when I saw one of them being like, oh, you like you're 15, you're a full-age adult, you couldn't seduce you, you fucking
Yeah, oh my god. These people aren't honestly that way. I'm
glad that these women and victims are speaking out, but yeah, there's so many at once. Especially makes you wonder, like, who else is publicly loved and who ends up turning out to be.
Yeah, that's how I always always feared. It's like, as everybody has really been having a really rough.
Of course.
Yeah, and with some mixed news on Wizard of the Coast side, they made an announcement that they'll reconsider some of their approaches to how race works in D&D. They're even going to be releasing a product that involves like basically give you the ability to score boosts regardless of race.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, not sure if you heard it.
I haven't, because I don't really keep talking about or any of those cards for companies that don't really engage in activities related to them much.
Enemy Titan down.
Nice,
so
we've been doing so good.
That was some impressive work, don't you think, Davis? Davis?
Yeah.
He's literally speechless.
And you probably you were saying something? Sorry,
No, you go ahead. You were about to say something first.
And speaking of the gaming industry, people like the Neil.
Enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready.
The head, the head of the head of Naughty Dog. He's been speaking out against the harassment and death threats against the company.
Laura Bailey, yeah, I saw that they were really nasty stuff. I saw even James Gunn even retweet some of that stuff, though, obviously in her support. And seriously, like, if there's one critique whenever these things come up that I fucking think the most is, oh, so you're saying you can't have passionate opinions on this? It's like, dude, fuck off. You are no way that stupid to actually conflate the two. And in general, if you're acting so stupidly to an actual person, it's like, please, get some therapy. That's not good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either that or write some.
And a lot of people, some people seem to be really pissed at Abby.
I know we're not going to say in the stream but I know what happens that people are pissed about. But it's just like still like fucking really, like you do know that's the intent, the emotion you're feeling. She was trying to make you feel that way. You know that, right?
You think people will learn from like The Last Jedi and other shows and other movies and
shows? No,
unfortunately,
lessons are very frequently never learned. Because always they want to complain about something there, and often The Last Jedi's case it's stupid.
Yeah, because Skywalker, Star Wars is fucking general. Star Wars is fucking general.
Imagine that her character trying to give someone else's character an emotional core and not go on the super both sides of that after you should maybe fight for yourself, which is so freaking tiresome. Because how dare she actually be someone who actually teaches a moral core as opposed to simply going, oh, you know, there's really
And in strange related news, I've been seeing like artwork of muscular woman in response to some of the backlash against Abby from the last episode. That's a strange turn of events. I'm okay with it. Oh. You know what I mean? Shadowhawk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh yes, same. My stepbrother was stopping by, checking to see what's up and stuff.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm so far doing fine, though. Like, at least I've been doing better, though, among things, like, despite that downer I said, though. So usually for me, like, I have this Discord where I asked, mainly on the developer side, as to how developers felt, mainly on channels where the bulk of their content is based on the lore of the series, like how Oxhorn is really
Oxhorn, Shoddycast.
Shoddycast, I love those Elder Scrolls and Fallout Wars. Those were like some really stuff I grew up with, like literally, when I was on high school. It was like great stuff. I still rewatch it. I've been listening to them in my car when I drive to work.
Nice. That's been a great way to pass the time.
Yeah, that's watching, and they were reacting to it just like, yeah, it's just generally just like really, they're just really happy that there's people who love that stuff that you play. But like that also came into like more I love Oxford's viewpoint when he says which is that when for something to be a contradiction, it has to be where two things cannot exist simultaneously. So a woman can tell you she's pregnant and not pregnant. Like it's one or the other. It's one or the, like you can't be both. Or like you have to be one or the other.
Yeah, the movie of cat. How do you pronounce it?
Cat?
The short, wherever the cat is alive.
Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah. That's my mind goes to strange things sometimes. And
yeah,
there were like retcon. Sorry, just like making some non sequitur. There were like a lot of retcons in Star Wars. And like as many retcons as comic books, when you think about it.
But usually I just find when it comes to retcon, even if it's not explicitly stated in the text, which very frequently it is, usually you could just come up with headcanon that can satisfy you. Like the one I went with was Power Armor appearing with a lot of people being like, well, why was it in the previous game? I just headcanoned that it was a very recent one, but did not exactly become like the default armor. I did this in that one I said compared with the AN-94 assault rifle. It's one that's used in the Russian army, but only by its special forces, whereas the rest of the Russian army is before. So I think if you want to still release just fresh out of production, to where maybe some U.S. Army units used it, but not everyone had access to it yet. Okay, so why are they the default armor of the Brotherhood of Steel? Well, Dance mentioned that they do make their own power armor since they gain that ability now, so it's possible they found some designs and just mass-produced them.
New Titans inbound.
So again, I think it is that same game of it. Like, I can understand in some aspects, like when some, for instance, how Vault 91 explicitly stated that Jet was something that was explicitly in Vault 91, even though it was a pre-war drug. So you could go with the retcon that maybe it was pre-war and then Myron rediscovered it, but I don't know. It's a really one I don't like, but I'm not sure, like, what
I just roll with it. Yeah, I just roll with it.
Yeah, again, I'm just like, roll with it. Like, the only sort of lore sort of thing that I really am someone who wouldn't like change is one that is really not even gaming related, but just from the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
When Yoda told Luke that he was the last Jedi that was there, which I like because
it creates a sense of urgency and creates some tension.
Exactly, because it's like there are no other Jedi who are going to come. If you fail, the Sith will not be taken down from this, which is why even though that your brother Silken though, which is why he still doesn't mind it being with it because of what it allows there. And I just don't think that's going to be stupid though, because honestly Yoda demonstrates having intelligence there though. And again, I know some that because of some strategy games have even that, but you also have to consider that multiple balance why you would often do so. Because very often though, if a character isn't going to be too good in stats, then there's like, why would I do anything else?
Yeah.
Which is often why I always think that when it comes to having games and the for character skills, when it's like you have to always keep in mind as to how exactly that fits gameplay wise, because otherwise these guys could be super overpowered. So that's why I would say for that one. But typically I always say like that's the only major one, but otherwise I could just roll with it. Especially like for things like power armor frames and fusion cores, when I just fully understood it was because of gameplay mechanics that happen. Because for me, power armor was first made to feel like it did in the original games as they were described in Fallout 4. It actually feels like this is one America that got America's win against the Chinese in Anchorage. Whereas the previous Fallout games never really used that expression. They always felt like it was slightly stronger than one. But even though
Oh yeah, I know the feeling.
I'd say like specifically with that, because very often the power armor sets were really heavy, but it felt like it was very short term as to when that suit, like power armor weighing 45 pounds and the power armor helmet wearing another 5, but they only have marginally more DT or DR than they did for like combat armor. So usually I just didn't see it was worth it. But in Fallout 4's case, it's different. It is substantially stronger to have, but it also runs on a very different supply of fusion cores. So it's like if you're going to use it, it better be because that Oh, what'd you say?
I was talking about the heat. Anyway, speaking of Fallout, do you want to hear something really strange? You can dress a me figure, a custom character, and you can make your character look like a Bug Boy.
Oh, that's
I should point that out. And in other Fallout news, there's going to be a Fallout show made by the same people that did Westworld. It'll be released on Amazon Prime. I'm really absolutely pumped.
At least glad for that. From what I've told, Westworld is a really good show, so I hope that the showrunners would know what they're doing. But admittedly, it's a question as to how this is done, because I'm thinking that the show will probably focus more on what's the word I'm looking for? Mainly on doing so, and not necessarily being seen from like a Wasteland Heroes perspective.
Sorry, my brother's speaking.
Oh, no, you're good.
Don't worry, you guys will be fine. Go get him!
My brother's gonna be turning on the stream pretty soon, so as soon as we finish this match, we will invite him to the party. Okay?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be giving because again, unfortunately, since I've been working morning shifts as of late, so I have to make sure I get good sleep in. And especially since I've been working out again, I have to make sure that I get adequate sleep as well.
Yeah. Some bad news, such as like COVID-19 delaying movies again, specifically 1984 and Tenet. God damn it.
Yeah. So I think it was delayed to August now. So movie theaters are like the ones at Universal have been is now open, but only for weekends and for select movies, and they do social distancing and such. Apparently AMC is still on board to do July.
Yeah. AMC, Cinemark, and one other movie theater. Yeah.
Take him out.
I don't know. They've sued one of the states because they believe that if churches could be open, so could movie theaters. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's a stupid line of logic, but I think unlike a lot of other movie theaters are iffy because even though they require masks when going in, it like when people are eating, they often won't put their mask on. If I'm eating, and the mask comes right back up as soon as I finish. But a lot of people I've seen don't follow that, and instead what they do is just leave their mask off the entire time, so it's functionally like nothing's really happening.
Yeah.
So I feel like the only way to actually get people to follow that guideline is to have off, but if they have their masks off, but they're not eating, then be like, hey, can you put your mask on again?
Oh, that would be a pain in the ass.
It would, but that'd be the only way to keep it safe. Because trust me, like working at Universal, there's a place called Red Apple Pizza Bakery where I can see people who eat sort of like if they were at a dining restaurant, and I can tell you most of them do not put their masks off when they're done eating. They just simply leave them off, even up until they leave the restaurant.
Listen up. Look near the edges of your mini-map.
So having the mask on is only like for the very beginning.
Yeah, and
so that's why it makes me question if it would be done.
And some sad news, you know the composer that did like The Good, Bad, the Ugly, Bane in other movies.
Yeah, the composer, I know. He passed away.
Errol
Taking action. It is on
Yeah.
rest in
now.
peace.
I can't pronounce his name correctly. I think
Yeah, he's Italian, so.
Yeah. I heard that he was the main composer of the Dolly. I'm like, wow, because I heard a lot about him. I've heard some of the music. It's really good. It sucks to see him pass away at this age.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was
yourself.
because of old age or COVID.
That's a good question. Either way, it's really sad.
There are more to try
Yeah.
launching rockets at the harvester. Those things are crazy. Take them out, team.
Oh, and but on the right side, we run the YouTube channel.
Yeah, not even. Which I really find just very stupid. As if celebrities should never be on the platform. But as far as I'm concerned, it's like the platform is supposed to be for everyone, regardless of your status or what exactly you started from. Like, it shouldn't be like, okay, unless you have no name for yourself, don't,
Last time wasn't the
then you
best,
start a
but I
YouTube
bet you
channel.
guys will
And
get
if
him
you're
now.
famous, don't.
You'd be crazy to bet against
I
this
don't
team.
see the harm in
They
it.
got this.
I don't.
Yeah, and I did other
fun.
and in other good news, Hamilton is on Disney Plus, so it give me the
Yeah,
time
the
to
musical that I've heard. Not that
All ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
I haven't heard things, but there's been some talk about the things the theater play has.
Yeah.
Drones, you got new Titans.
I'm not. I don't think I'm in the best position to talk about it.
Neither do I, because I've honestly never watched the play. I don't know what's in it. The only reason I ever knew about it was because it was something where they addressed Mike Pence by name. I think it was during a pause of the play, and then some conservatives went all uppity about it, and then that just, like, ended up quickly going away. That's all I ever really knew about it.
And one of the performers tried to speak out to Vice President Pence a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's a hell of an effort.
Certainly.
You probably heard about these bullshit rumors about Star Wars, where they about like Disney considering, at least considering the idea to retcon the sequel trilogy out of the continuity. It's like, here's me
Which is like, yeah, it wouldn't happen considering that they were super highly successful movies, and contrary to what a lot of these viewers want to believe, The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens were, for the most part, very well received movies that came out.
Yeah, and
of course, The Rise of Skywalker
has mixed reviews,
but still is on the slightly more positive end.
Yeah, each have made $1 billion or more worldwide. Honestly, think today. And I shit you not, like including this, like this Doomcock guy. Yes, that's.
Which I'm like, where the fuck did you come up with that? But I'd like to know. Especially from the channels like Fish TV and World Class Worshippers, and I'm like, you guys are just being honest with who you are, though, which is, I guess, admirable, but it's like, why? You know what you're doing is stupid, but you know what you're good at. Like, what's the deal here?
Clickbait!
Like, it's like, you guys are like, yeah, we know it's a fucking grift, but we know that some assholes are gonna buy enough of it, or at least enough of them.
Maybe they should kick themselves in the crotch, you know, like Peter Coffin.
Star Wars and other fantasy movies. It's not fun anymore to talk about, because these people are, even if they're to where it just ends up being very fun to talk about.
Yeah, I actually lost a couple friends of the Star Wars.
And again, it's just like just having these people just do that sort of thing, where they end up just following these bullshit people who are trying to say about how there's a culture war stuff, when the morals in these new movies have been pretty much the same exact, it's been made in the same exact image, and also messaging of the original. There's nothing that's separating them from it.
Right. You know,
yeah.
I did mention that about Prince Division because of
Nuke Titans
I
inbound.
didn't
Mass
lose
Effect.
anyone
Harvester
really
health is at
for it, but
25%.
I really think that when certain groups I used to be a part of and speak with would talk to people I had to leave too much. And again, it managed to make it to where it wasn't forward to Star Wars. All I could think of was what reactions would
Focus
happen.
up, team.
I really don't care about the reactions. It's like, if they're gonna whine and complain about it, that's their loss.
But like, I can't help but wrong think of other people's reactions and stuff. It's sort of like a second nature thing.
The Harvester shields are about to go down. Protect it.
I get what you mean. It's just
The Harvester is taking a lot of
Alright.
damage.
Harvester is invulnerable. Another sad news. Microsoft will be closing down Mix and will be partnering with Facebook there.
Damage. Give it some cover.
Yeah, I saw with that, which certainly sucks mainly for the creators, because they were just informed like pretty much right as the news dropped, so they were pretty much on it work. So now they have to find a way to transfer all of them to another service, like either
What?
YouTube Gaming or to Twitch.
Or to Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, that too.
I'm thinking also I stream on Twitch as well.
Shield is recharging,
So
guys.
not sure where I would aside from that. I'll be fine for those part. I got my feelings that's ow. Ow.
Got a pilot down. It's okay. It's okay.
You okay?
Stick together. We can win this.
I died, but
The Harvester shields are about to go down. Protect it. Pilots, we're done here.
And we lost.
Good job.
Yeah.
we had 2 enemies left, too.
Yeah, WB. Oh, have you heard that WB Games will be acquired by it's in talks being acquired by some companies such as Microsoft, EA, Activision, and Take-Two.
I've been hearing on that, which seems like it seems like Warner Brothers is doing the exact same thing Disney did, where they had their own gaming division, and then they just put it up for grabs or essentially they dissolved it, and essentially we're just trying to go by hey, we'll license our properties to other people.
I'll be inviting
who
my brother
specialize
over.
in it.
I'll be inviting my brother over. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, just mainly just that they'll be probably absorbing the studio
Hey.
by.
Hey, Soken, we're now talking
Hey,
about WB Games being sold to another company.
What's being sold?
Warner Brothers Gaming's division is going to be bought by either Microsoft or a whole host of other big publishers, since Warner Brothers is just selling the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm not
just
going to be able to
discussing
join. I don't have it installed.
Oh, Bobby, you can still hang out with us, right?
I can.
Well,
but I
I'm
won't.
heading
Bye-bye.
off anyway because I have to go and
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I have to go head off anyway because I have to go and make sure I
Yeah,
wake up early
yeah.
in the
So
morning.
it's a quick one. I really am looking forward to more Star Wars, and I really am looking forward to more to the Fallout show. Speaking of Fallout, would you like to continue with the Fallout 76 Wastelanders playthrough? There's been quite a lot of updates since then.
Yeah, we'll restart it next week. But yeah, I'm especially happy when EA mentioned that they would be doubling down on the Star Wars games there. Like, I've understood why they've been pacing them out, which I prefer, so that way it doesn't feel like... It feels like I could actually finish one and then just look forward to the other, as opposed to them coming at me all at once. But still glad that they're doing that. As far as because their contract will soon be up, because I think it's up in like either next year or 2022. And
Yeah.
quite frankly, since I read on a Vogue article that that Disney has been satisfied with their progress.
Yeah,
they're
so
probably
that
just
kind
gonna-
of contradicts what Doomcock has said about Star Wars. It's like, not only that, but there are also like like stories, books and comics mostly that tie into the sequel trilogy.
Which, yeah, of course they wouldn't get rid of that because it's already gotten them too much money, and there's a lot of people who still love it, though, even though there's people on the internet who want to imagine that it doesn't exist.
I really do not get these people. I really don't. Yeah, are you
Neither
looking
do
for?
I.
Are you looking to EA? Are you looking to Star Wars Squadron? I was like,
Of course I am.
Yeah, I recorded.
Well, anyway, I have to really go so I can
Yeah.
go and get my sleep in.
Yeah.
It was fun talking to you too. We'll definitely be sure to do another stream. Let's make it for next Wednesday because at least on Wednesdays I don't have work the following day. So we'll try to shift to play and talk on Wednesdays since I can have more time to play there.
And hopefully you'll be around for Thursdays after this week, right? For
Yeah, of
TD.
course. Yeah,
Same
Thursdays
time,
will still be fine.
around the same time. I really hope so because I'm a little nervous. Like having to.
Like I'll have to let you know because I've started now going back with a trainer where I usually work out with him between 1 to 2 p.m. Or I may work out with him between 2 to 3 p.m. So I'll have to let you know how that goes.
Might have to shift it earlier or later.
Preferably try to shift it a bit later because it's only a 1 hour shift, 1 hour experience. So
yeah, so 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. here in Mountain Time. That should not be a problem. That doesn't actually even require some adjustment if that's okay.
Because keep in mind, whatever hour that you're on, put that as an hour later for me.
So yeah, 11 a.m. here for me, 12 p.m. for you, 12 p.m. Here for me.
Because I always leave my house at about 12:40 because I have to make sure I get to the gym on time. So it would be best, since I'm effectively working at 1 p.m. or working out at 1 p.m., it would be best if we just can start it like at what would be 2 p.m. Mountain Time for you. That would be the best time for me.
All right, I'll ask the others to see what they think. I just hope they'll be able to they'll be okay.
Accommodate the delay.
Yeah, accommodate the delay from then on. So 2 p.m. for me at the latest.
Yeah, at the latest.
Alrighty. See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. See you later.
Have a good night, everybody.